What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another video. And what can I say, guys? It's a busy time. If you follow politics at all, you guys know about the October surprise. Usually there's an October surprise right before the November election every 4 years. It's kind of an insidious tradition, to be honest with you. But hey, we're going to get into this. No nonsense, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I cannot believe that this is not getting more coverage. This is just like the laptop from hell, where people were saying that it's, BS, that it's Russian misinformation, that's not Hunter Biden's laptop. This is just like that. And the thing is that this should affect votes. And the media is once again committing election interference just by smashing the story and keeping it down. But I'm not gonna let that happen. Look, I've got a very limited platform. I'm a small fish in a big pond. But you know what? I don't give up, right? And we're gonna try to get the red pill to everybody, because the country needs saving, you guys. So I hope you're with me. Let's go into this from the Daily Mail. It's kind of a scandal. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All that stuff is great for the channel. It really helps me out. Makes me feel great. Gives me a nice dopamine hit. But yeah, man, come join the flock. The flock is for life. We'd love to have you. The air is for everyone. Now, let's get into this, because this is a really crazy story that originally, and I mean originally as in like probably 2 weeks ago at this point, you know what I mean? Megyn Kelly, who I know she's a conservative. I know some of you guys are going to go, oh, Megyn Kelly, she's a conservative. Okay, but she's great, though. She reported on this, and mum's the word. Nobody said anything about what happened. Everybody was calling it fake news. Everybody, of course, oh, the right's got a conspiracy theory. And the thing is, dude, look, I will admit that the conservative movement probably would lean more into conspiracy theories than leftists. But in my opinion, the only reason that even happens is because leftists are NPC sheep that just go with the flow and do whatever they're told to do anyways. Whereas conservatives are people that think, and they go and they don't go with the flow. They want to make sure that where they're going, they're 100% with. You know what I mean? They want to know that they're actually following the movement, that they agree with it. So we do our own research. That used to be cool, to do your own research, not anymore. So they killed this story, and to me, that would affect the election. It is affecting the election. People have already early voted. They're burning freaking ballot boxes. It's all over the internet. There's no way to reconcile that. There's no way, because how are you going to know who got, whose ballot got burned? You don't even know at this point. You don't know if they were, who was voting for what, who voted. It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. And they're saying that they don't want to take any of the ballots from the from the ones that were burnt, because it could be damaged or whatever. And it's like, oh my gosh, dude. So anyways, let's get to this. It says Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, slapped me in the face so hard I spun around. I am disgusted by his fake perfect spouse persona. Sister, you're not alone. I am disgusted by this entire thing. As a Cuban dude, I always thought that the Democrats were communists. Full disclosure, I'm a conservative. I'm a Cuban. We tend to lead, conservative because of the, communism. We know communism. And people always want to tell me that I don't know communism. Brother, I know communism. My family escaped communism. So when I see governments going for overreach, when I see what they call the fourth estate, which should be honest journalism, but when I see the fourth estate doing the bidding of the Democrat Party, we are screwed if we listen to them. People are waking up, and I'm doing my best to red pill, and I hope that you guys are too, because this is serious. It says Doug Emhoff's ex has spoken exclusively to DailyMail.com, claiming that he slapped her in the face so hard she spun around at a 2012 celebrity event in France. The woman, a successful New York attorney, is remaining anonymous, but decided to speak out after Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband, denied the claims through a spokesman. I don't like that. at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that. I hate the anonymous stuff. I really hate it. It's just really dumb. It's just really bad, dude. And I kind of understand though why why she wants to remain anonymous. For starters, she's a Democrat herself. So if she hurts the Democrat Party, she's gonna be doubly in trouble. You know what I mean? She's gonna get that double burn where they're gonna think she's a traitor. Because the hell with it. You gotta take the slap. Don't tell anybody. That's the mentality that's going on. Because they're so desperate to have power that they should never have power. Never give power to people that desperately want it. Never. Emhoff's accuser, who DailyMail.com is naming only as Jane, initially declined to comment on the record. That's true. Megyn Kelly said that. But Emhoff's denial and his alleged hypocrisy by claiming to be a feminist in media interviews finally became too much for her. Bravo, madam. Thank you. I wish you would say your name, but I kind of understand. She does corroborate the story in other ways, and you're going to see that. It's kind of crazy. What's frightening for a woman that's been on the other end of it is watching this completely fabricated persona being portrayed, Jane said. 100% with you. He's being held out to be the antithesis of who he actually is, and that is utterly shocking. I agree with 100%. See, this is a picture obviously blurred out. Let me see if I can see. That's a picture of Doug Emhoff and the female attorney, I believe. Right? She got slapped in the face so hard she spun around at a 2012 celebrity event in France. That's the chick. Obviously, she's blurred. Here's another picture of her. The woman, a successful New York attorney who is remaining anonymous, decided to speak out after Emhoff denied the claims through a spokesperson. This is blowing up, dude. Blowing up. See, this is it says Doug Emhoff. Let me roll a little bit up. Doug Emhoff arrives for the Amfair Gala dinner. Here he is, that sack of crap. Do you see him? Right here. Arrives for the Amfair Gala dinner in the south of France. He's all the way to the right, if you can't see him. I don't know why my mouse isn't showing up. Jane had booked tickets for the two of them to attend the event the previous month. And then we got Daily Mail broke the story about the alleged unprovoked attack on October 2nd. By reporting accounts from two friends she told immediately after the incident. A third she told in 2018, and documents that evidenced her relationship and trip to France with Emhoff. See, here's the difference. That crazy chick that just came out and said that that she was hanging out with Epstein and that then Donald Trump assaulted her. She said that she was hanging out with Epstein in his brownstone in 93. And then from there, they went to Trump, and Trump immediately accosted her. Here's the problem with that story. Jeffrey Epstein did not get that brownstone until 1996. So what the hell is this lady talking about in 1993? A simple Google search would have fixed it. But this story has corroborating evidence. This actually has, emails. I'm going to show you guys all of it because it's going to take a little bit. But it has emails. It has itineraries. The friends that she called were corroborated. They actually spoke with DailyMail.com also. Again, you guys, and I'm not going to lie, but again, they remain anonymous right now. But there is another story that we're going to go to quickly anyways. Because Daily Mail is kind of tight that nobody, is covering the story. They broke this. I didn't even hear about this because I heard about it, like I said, 2 weeks ago on Megyn Kelly. And I was just like, man, I hope somebody, reports this because this guy's a scumbag, So it says Daily Mail broke the story about the alleged attack, blah, blah. Oh, we got all that. The bombshell allegations, which followed Daily Mail's revelation in August that Emhoff cheated on his first wife, with his daughter's nanny, Nadine Naylor, received little or no coverage from politically center-left major news outlets. For those of you that hate watch and you want to say that the vast majority of media is conservative, you guys are insane. You guys are living in a world that's not objective reality. I don't know what to tell you. If we literally look at the major newspapers, Washington Post, freaking New York Times, I can't say the New York Post, but the New York Post is kind of center right. The point is And that's just in newspapers. CNN has chilled out a little bit, but it used to be rabidly left. MSNBC is to the point of where it's making stuff up and it doesn't care that they're getting caught. It doesn't care. They don't care. You know, even CBS has lost respect, you guys, because they edited that stupid interview from Kamala Harris and they cut out like 30 or 40 minutes of it. And why would you do that? Why would you do that? They edited it in a way that they've shown, anyways. What they've shown, it made Kamala Harris, they made her look like she was making more sense, but she doesn't. She's just word salad. She throws against the word salad against the wall, and she hopes it sticks. And if it doesn't stick, she's got another word salad bomb to just go boop and just keep knocking you with it, you know. But this is what I'm talking about, you guys. This is what I'm talking about. The vast majority of the media is leftist. Academia is leftist. Media is leftist. I'm sorry, I don't mean media. I mean like CDs, music. Video games are getting kind of woke too, man. Like everything's getting kind of woke. And America is still a center to center right country. We are. Thank God for that. Because I don't want to go any more progressive. I can't handle the way we are right now. I just can't. Because I think it's wrong. I think there's a lot of government overreach, you know. And this right here, if it was Donald Trump, they'd be all over it. They'd be advertising this on Fire Stick. You'd be going to turn on your Fire Stick at home, and it would be all over the place. It would, you know, come on. Let's be real, you know. And I don't want to hear any of whataboutism. I really don't. I swear to you, I'm tired of it. Emhoff admitted the affair in a statement in August, but his spokesman gave only a short denial of the alleged violence to a political news site a day after we exclusively reported the slap allegation. In a statement to Semaphore, I don't know what that is, published October 3rd, a spokesperson said this report is untrue and that any suggestion that he would or he has ever hit a woman is false. Guys, we all have inside of us a BS detector. Intuition. You can use it however you want, okay? Some people's intuition is not frequenced. It doesn't have the frequency of this objective reality, if you know what I'm saying. But most people are reasonable. Most. This is insane. This is crazy. Because at the end of the day, these are people that just desperately want power. And like I said, in the words of Ted Cruz, I say this often, I pray to God that you don't get it. Because people that want power, what are they going to do with that power? Why do they want that power? And they're rabidly after this, you guys. For real, for real. In a says Emhoff that Harris campaign and the White House have failed to respond to Daily Mail and other outlets' repeated requests for comment. Just like she didn't go on Rogan, but you know, that's not my business. But the second gentleman has since continued to brag about his long-held feminist values in softball media interviews arranged by the Harris presidential campaign. Yeah, like that one with Psaki. Made me so sick. I wanted to throw up. Redefining masculinity in my ass. But every time I see Doug on TV and portraying the persona of a perfect spouse and non-toxic man, I wonder if Najin is watching too and feeling as disgusted as I am, Jane said. Last week, Jane recounted her story to Daily Mail, including that Emhoff, quote, slapped me so hard I spun around, and that Emhoff told her he was accused by his mistress, the nanny, of causing her to miscarry their baby. Yeah. Supposedly, and there is a police report, but the LAPD does not want to give up the facts, which... Look, again, as a former police officer, it was a domestic violence situation. They're kind of picky about that. So I could see that happening. I could see the LAPD not want to give out anything on a domestic violence report. That and traffic stops are the most dangerous calls. And domestic violence calls are heated also to begin with. Like I said, you know, those two are the most violent and dangerous. And guys, like, it's going to get crazy. It says here, Daily Mail exclusively broke the story in October about the alleged unprovoked attack in 2012 by reporting accounts from two friends Jane had told immediately after the incident. And check me out, don't bail on me yet, because this is absolutely insane. The denial by the second gentleman and his alleged hypocrisy by claiming to be a feminist in media interviews convinced a woman to speak out. Daily Mail has reported that Emhoff impregnated the family's nanny while married to his first wife, allegedly slapped an ex-girlfriend at the Cannes Film Festival, and was inappropriate and misogynistic at work. Let me tell you something, guys. I've been called racist, misogynistic, a traitor, obviously, because people think that Hispanic is a race. It's not. I've been called an Uncle Tom. I've been called all sorts of things. And it's stupid. I don't give a crap, because you guys have used words that have such severe meanings behind it. Such stern, severe, strong meanings behind these freaking words that you're calling us. And at the end of the day, we know we're not. We know we're not misogynistic. We know we're not racist. But when a mother, trying to keep it PG, when a real jerk like this scumbag right here gets away with everything, and you got stupid media people saying that he's the embodiment of the new masculinity, I'm gonna ask you guys, do you guys really think that a woman beater, an alleged woman beater, do you think he is a man? Do you think that he has what it takes to protect his family? Bro, no. And let me tell you something. As a man, it's your job to protect your family. And that's me talking just straight principles, what I think. Religiously, I believe that. Morally, I believe that. That's your job, bro. That is your job. And this bastard would not be able to protect anything, including himself. I've been hearing about this for weeks, and it's just been incensing me. It's been pissing me off so much, dude. So much. Alright, here we go. Here's the timeline of their relationship, and this is crazy. Buckle up, bro. Emhoff and Jane got together in 2012 before he met Harris, who he married in 2014. I was living in New York and Doug was living in LA, Jane said. I met him on Match.com, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's how he met his first wife, too. After work one night, I met him for drinks at a hotel near Times Square. She said Emhoff's odd behavior began immediately when he invited his son Cole to join them about an hour into their first date in March 2012. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I'm not going to begrudge him anything, because who knows what type of situation came up. It was an odd request for a first date, but I also felt bad that his son was walking around the city waiting for his dad to finish his Match.com date. So I agreed. In retrospect, it should have been a red flag. Yeah, but you were being sweet, you were being considerate, and reasonable, I think, Who knows why, excuse me, who knows why I made spaghetti and meatballs, bro, and ate too much, got the itis. But I got to give this story to you guys, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe Cole had a good reason to need to be with his dad, So, but yeah, it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird, But hey, kind of weird stuff happens, dude. I'm not gonna get into the story with me and my wife, because you guys will laugh at me, but you'll laugh at me because, like, my wife and I, bro, we clicked like immediately, and we moved in together after like 3 or 4 days, dude. Yeah. And that was like one of the craziest mistakes of my life, right? That's what I was told by everybody. And it ended up working. That's not normal, right? Dude, I've been with my wife now 17 years. Got beautiful family. Thank God. God is good all the time. And I understand that sometimes things can't be conventional. You feel me? But that's a little weird, don't you think? I don't know how old Cole was at that time. I wouldn't want my kid at any age walking alone in New York City. Crime sucks now. And then it says, Jane said their relationship consisted of an intense few months, with Emhoff discussing marriage and children after just weeks. Again, I can't criticize that, because I got with my wife after 3 days. I moved in with her. So, we moved in together. So, I'm not gonna, dude. I'm not one of those hypocrites. I don't throw stones. I live in a glass house. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I gotta be understanding of everyone, but I'm not gonna give him a pass on this behavior. I'm not. He should have been checked. Should have been checked hard. Should have been checked by the justice system. He should be censured by the freaking Democratic Party publicly, because that is shameful. We should not allow the second gentleman to be able to, carry out things like this and just pretend it didn't happen. I wish she would come out with her name and her picture and everything, but I trust Daily Mail, and we're gonna get into that. And I'm sorry this is gonna be such a long video, but we got to get into this. So she says he flew me to Los Angeles in April of 2012. I stayed in his home for a week. The entire time he was alluding to marriage and having children with me, she told Daily Mail. He was totally love bombing me. He grabbed me around the stomach and talked about wanting more babies. Whatever. I don't know. It is weird though. It is weird. Jane said in less than a month into her relationship, she got a lucrative job opportunity in the UK, and Emhoff gave her the impression he was willing to leave his family behind. No comment, bro. I got nothing. I'm not. He was really pushing me to pursue it, and he seemed like he was willing to come with me to London, she said. He was ready to uproot even though he had a family and he had a child still in junior high school. What a scumbag, bro. Emhoff has been previously dubbed by Democrats as a wife guy and a mensch, a Yiddish term for an honorable, kind man. He's being held out to be the antithesis of who he actually is, and that is utterly shocking, she says. That's them in the picture, and it is kind of freaking disgusting. How do these people sleep at night? Okay, anyways, so this is the itinerary, guys. As you can see, it's from American Express Travel, right? And it looks legit, man. It looks legit at AF, dude. Try not to curse. So here we go. I don't think I can zoom in any more than that. Let me see. Can I? Can I? No, I can't. So we got the itinerary here. Can I click this off at least? Yeah, I can. Okay, so we got the itinerary here. Apparently it was Scandinavian Airlines. 7 hours, 20 minutes. It's got his name there. They were going to Oslo, Norway, and then Nice, France. What was it? The Oslo was a stop or what? Meal service. It looks legit, bro. Yeah. Oslo, Norway to Nice, France. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Would love to visit friggin' Norway. So it looks legit. It says that it's a copy of Jane and Emhoff's itinerary shared with Daily Mail. Shows a layover flight from New York, New Jersey, like I figured there was a layover, to Nice, France on May 22, 2012. Emhoff's first wife and mother of his 2 kids, Kirsten, had filed to end their marriage 3 years earlier in June 2009 after splitting with him the month before, according to LA court documents. And it's coming, you guys, why they split, right? But Jane said she got the impression Emhoff still felt a debt to his ex and decided to ask him about it during her LA trip in April 2012. We were in Santa Monica, he was driving his fancy car, and so I just straight out asked him, I feel like you're on the back foot in the divorce, like you're trying to make up for something, Jane said. All I did was ask him one question, and he told me the whole story. Without skipping a beat and staring straight ahead at the road, he tells me he had an affair with his daughter's teacher, the nanny, and that subsequently she claimed that she was pregnant. He's telling me this very casually, like it's no big deal. Because these people have to be sociopaths, because they literally can look themselves in the mirror after saying whatever lie, whatever nastiness they spout, they can still look at themselves in the mirror. These people are demons, y'all. And I don't mean that literally, although who knows, maybe they're like half demons or half breed demons like in Constantine. Could be, bro. Could be, because these people are not normal human beings. I need to be able to look at myself in the mirror, bro. I need to. And if that means I don't make, $100,000 a year or $1 million a year or whatever, I don't care, bro. You know why? Because I know that there's a God, and I need to honor my family, and you got to live by a code, man. If not, you don't live for anything, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Let's see. Okay, so he yelled at her. He never said he hit her, but he said he got really angry with her. And she subsequently claimed that whatever he did caused her to lose the pregnancy. Here we go, you guys, with the LAPD. He said she got a lawyer and was threatening litigation. I was flabbergasted, and I was taken aback by how matter-of-fact he could talk about it. That sounds sociopathic, dude, for real. He tried to minimize it. He said there was no proof that the woman had become pregnant. He tried to make it seem like she was scamming him. To be honest, I wanted to believe him at the time because by all appearances, this was turning into a serious relationship. Yeah, I understand that, you guys. I had just met both his children, his parents, and many people he worked with at Venable, but I did harbor reservations after this. Alright, so here's the thing. Woman on the right is Kirsten. That's the first wife. Hold on one second. Let me lower it. And then this woman on the left was the nanny. And like I said, she claimed to be pregnant, and she claimed that something he did, something violent, made her miscarry the baby. I don't know if you guys have ever like had a friend or a family member or known somebody, whatever, that's had a miscarriage. It's tough, bro. Like for real. It's tough. It's spiritually draining. It's super depressing. Like I'm not going to pretend like I can sympathize, but I do have friends that's happened to, and, you know, God, you know, hopefully they're in heaven, you know, chilling and having fun and being kids, because that's crazy, dude. And I feel bad, but people need to be held accountable, man. It says the bombshell allegation of the slap followed Daily Mail's revelation in August that Emhoff cheated on his first wife, Kirsten. She's on the right. Let me lower it a little bit so that you guys can see. Here we go. And then with his daughter's nanny, Najan Taylor. She's the one on the left, the woman with the blonde hair and the apparently green eyes. The story about the slap received little or no coverage from politically center-left major news outlets. This is not a conspiracy. I'm tired of people saying, oh, it's a conspiracy, it's a conspiracy. When things are actually coming out and everything's being proven, how can you not believe in these conspiracies? Good conspiracies. Every time I see Doug on TV portraying the persona of a perfect spouse and a non-toxic man, I wonder if Najan is watching too and feeling as disgusted as I am, Jane said. When Daily Mail approached Naylor, she would not comment about her relationship with Emhoff or the baby. I'm kind of freaked out right now, Naylor said. Now, this right here is the LAPD records. Let me see if I can click it, if it'll help you. It says LAPD records obtained by Daily Mail show that police were called to a house where Naylor was living around the time she was allegedly pregnant in 2009. So that's the address. Unknown trouble. I'm not trying to give up like some sort of, police procedure, but every police department is different, so I don't know their codes. So I can't really tell you anything about that. The call apparently is a 900. I don't know what that code means. We didn't have in my department. We only had until 60 something. So it's I don't know what a 900 is. But apparently this is a call from LAPD. Jane added that Emhoff told her he settled with Naylor for about $80,000 and had her sign an NDA. Let me explain something to you real quick. Apart from this. NDAs do not protect against criminal activity. So if she signed an NDA, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm not trying to give advice here. I'm just trying to give you a rule of thumb that you can use and then go to a lawyer with this information. NDAs do not protect against criminal activities. Someone cannot slap the hell out of you, give you $80,000, and then make you sign a contract saying, never say that I slapped the hell out of you. You can sign it. It's not valid. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that's going to validate that. You can't silence a crime, not even with an NDA. But like I said, I'm not an attorney. I'm a former police officer. Los Angeles Police Department records obtained by Daily Mail under the California Public Records Act show that police were called to a house where Naylor was living around the time she was allegedly pregnant at 8:14 on June 28, 2009. The call out was given priority level 3. We used that too. We used 1, 2. Well, not 1. We used 2 and 3. The call out was given priority level 3, which is a life-threatening emergency, lights and sirens on. That's a 3, yeah, for us, anyways. LAPD and them obviously. LAPD refused to give further information or the names of the individuals involved in the incident, and Najan declined to comment. These people are terrified. of speaking out and being crushed by the Democrat machine. Hours after Daily Mail published a story on August 3rd revealing claims that Emhoff impregnated his daughter's grade school teacher and part-time nanny, the second gentleman gave a statement to CNN admitting the affair but not mentioning any pregnancy, miscarriage, or legal agreement. Jane said Emhoff's alleged disclosure to her in April 2012 about his affair gave her pause about their relationship, but she had already booked tickets for the two of them to attend the star-studded Amphar Gala in the south of France the following month, held alongside the Cannes Film Festival. I had already planned and paid to go to this event, and he was already invited, so I went ahead and brought him, she said. I don't even blame her, bro. I don't. I don't. And I know that there's people that are going to blame her and victim blame, and that's not cool. But, she already had the tickets. She was already having doubts, but she had the tickets. What are you going to do? I probably would have talked to the guy, if I was her. I would have talked, but I don't know. She described the trip as a fairy tale at first. See, things could go right? But they didn't. She mingled with A-list celebrities at the May 24th event dressed in a red ball gown with Emhoff in a dapper tuxedo. But she said it turned into a nightmare at around 3 a.m. when they joined a long and chaotic line for a taxi outside the Hotel Ducap. Ducap? I don't know. It's probably French, right? Ducap. Hotel Ducap. Ducap. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments how to pronounce that. Hotel Ducap. Event venue in Antibes, to return to their lodgings, in a neighboring town. I'm sorry, guys, I don't speak French. I decided I'm going to go up to the valet and give them $100 to get out of this line, Jane said. Hey, I totally understand, dude. And if you got it like that you can ball like that, I'm not going to hate on you. This is apparent. What is this? This is an email. They blocked everything. It's been redacted. Hi, sweetie. We aren't staying at the Negresco because the rooms they still had available were uber expensive. However, I was able to book a room at the Concord, which is just a couple blocks down on the same street. Google indicates a 5-minute walk. See the attached PDF. The Negresco is at 37 Promenade des Anglais, maybe. And the Concord is at 13 Promenade des Anglais. I've also attached our itinerary. Unfortunately, we have to leave a day earlier than you so that Doug can be back in LA for his daughter's birthday. So yeah, so that's an email that Jane wrote to one of her friends at the Amphar event. She gives the location of the hotel in Nice that they stayed in that weekend, so that corroborates the fact that she went there that time. This is where they went, right here. If you can see it, this place right here. Yeah, the elite charity auction was held at the Hotel Ducap Eden Rock in Antibes, southern France. Excuse me, mispronouncing the hell out of that. The alleged event purportedly took place after the two attended Amphar Cinema Against AIDS event at Hotel Ducap in the south of France in May 2012, where model Heidi Klum and now disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein were among the guests. Man, do they take shots, man. Dude, Weinstein's a gigantic POS. For real. But man, do they take shots. And they accepted him. At the end of the day, look at what happened to him. Just like Kevin Spacey. Dude, don't get me started. We're already on some time, you know what I'm saying? So she says, I put my hand on the valet's shoulder, and tell him, with my $100, could you please get me a car as soon as possible? As I'm talking to him, Doug got out of the line, comes up, turns me around by my right shoulder. So let's get this. So she's going like this now, right? I'm completely caught off guard. I'm not bracing. I'm in 4-inch high heels, wearing a full-length gown, and it's between 2 to 3 a.m. He slaps me so hard that I spin around and I'm in utter shock. This is Jane saying that Doug Emhoff, in front of all these people, slapped her hard as hell. Apparently for talking to the valet. There had been no fight, no argument. It had been a completely fantastic event. I am so furious. The only thing I could think to do was slap him back. I slapped him on one side and then on the other cheek with the other hand. In that moment, his mask had dropped and I saw his dark side, she added. All of a sudden, the car is there. The valet is ushering me in. I intended to go back to the hotel without him, so I was shutting the car door, but he forced his way into the car, which I did not want. It's dark. I don't speak French. My friends we're with are off having an amazing time. I'm embarrassed and humiliated. This amazing experience turned into this violent spectacle. Yeah. I can only imagine, bro. That's crazy, dude. That's really crazy. I can't believe he just slapped me. I think I said to him in the car, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why did you do that?" And the only thing I could get out of him was he thought I was hitting on the valet. Bro. Not even me, right, as a toxic alpha or whatever, would immediately go to think, oh, cheating. Dude, men should be secure that the women they're with are on their side. If that's not the case, find someone else. You are better than that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, you guys. I mean that. So, this story's crazy. Jane said she called a businessman friend in New York from the cab to tell him what just happened. The friend confirmed the call to Daily Mail. So the Daily Mail spoke with this guy that Jane supposedly was on the phone with while this was going on in the taxi. This is, in Spanish, bro, for Cuban slang, we call this un bayou, which literally means like a whorehouse. But that's what it literally translates into, un bayou. But bayou is like, oh, everything's crazy, it's chaotic, it's disruptive, it's like all over the place. That's what un bayou. This is un bayou, like super bayou, bayou AF, for real, for real. This was the first time I saw Doug's ugly side, Jane said. I was in shock. I wanted somebody to know where I was and what happened. I was freaked out because I thought I knew this person, but I don't, and he's in the car with me. I also wanted Doug to see me on the phone telling somebody. That's good. Jane said that less than a month into her relationship, she got a lucrative job opportunity in the UK. Blah, blah, blah. And he was really pushing me to pursue it. We already read that. Jane said the next day Emhoff was unapologetic, telling her in a casual manner that they were even and referencing her return slaps using a tennis metaphor. Don't worry about it. You got one across the court and down the line. Dude, go pound sand, bro. Like, he is so detestable, dude. Him and his piece of crap wife. Good Lord, man. Where are we at, bro? The New York attorney told Daily Mail that after the shocking alleged attack, she began to see past behavior by Emhoff in a new light. As well as questioning his alleged version of his affair with Naylor, she also recalled a weird incident at their hotel in Nice before the Amphar dinner. We went outside and sat on the loungers, Jane said. I'm in a bikini. He wanted to take a picture of me. I didn't think anything of it. Later on, he sent me a couple of pictures. The picture he took of me did not include my head. I was like, where's my head? And he was just giggling about it like a pubescent boy. That's kind of silly, I guess, whatever. But, you know, guys, when you're with a woman and she's hot and you're like, oh, this is mine, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, dude. Hey, my wife, I might not be a prize or anything, but I am my wife. I belong to my wife. And my wife belongs to me. Because we've given ourselves to each other. And that works for us. And if it doesn't work for other people, then, you know, whatever works for you guys. Just be in a healthy relationship. This is not healthy. And I don't believe that the relationship between Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff is healthy either. I don't believe it can be, because these people are too, you know, power-hungry sociopaths by the looks of it. And obviously nobody can freaking diagnose these people over the internet or whatever. You know, diagnoses like this take a long time, you know, and I'm not a doctor. I totally get that. But dude, what this guy's being accused of, you know, this isn't that long ago, you guys. This is and it's crazy, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know about this pubescent boy stuff. I think it's kind of weird. It's kind of pathetic. But you know, when your chick's hot, you know, you kind of feel a certain way, dude. Like I do too, you know. And I was like that. You grow up, you know what I'm saying? But things are different, bro. It was gross, oh Lord, and I felt so humiliated. In retrospect, I believe he was intentionally objectifying me to diminish me. That's the kind of person he is. I don't know if I buy that. Maybe he was just, like I said, being happy because he's with this hot chick. But I don't know, you guys. Whatever. it's obvious that this woman is still a Democrat. Because only a Democrat be like, he's objectifying me. You know, conservative women are like, you know what? I know that what I got is good, and if you want it, you got to work for it. You know what I mean? But earlier this month, Daily Mail revealed claims from Emhoff's former colleagues at his ex-law firm Venable that he was misogynistic, and inappropriate with women at the firm, including bragging to top firm partners that he yelled at a woman and put her in her place. It could be BS. I'm not going to go ahead and just be like, oh, look at what he did, but it does look bad. The evidence is mounting, as they say, you know? So, sorry guys, my neck is in pain. So this is bad, you guys, you know? Jane said that the alleged behavior fit with the Emhoff that she knew, but not the one that he presents in media interviews. And I guess that's what's got me really disgusted. This guy's got himself basically representing manhood and what masculinity should be. Dude, go to hell. You're not a man. You're really not a man. She said that the week after the slapping incident, she told a friend who worked with Emhoff at Venable about it, and the woman responded that Emhoff had a bad reputation with women in the law firm's LA office. And how do these people get these lucrative opportunities being such horrible people, dude? It says here that they started dating in 2014, you know, Kamala and Doug over here. She says that, Jane, that when she saw them, the memory of the slap all came flooding back. Emhoff recently sat down for a fawning interview with Jen Psaki, during which the former White House press secretary told the second gentleman that he had reshaped the perception of masculinity. Absolutely disgusting. Bro, Jen Psaki right there. Dude. No bueno, man. No bueno. And when I say no bueno, I literally mean no es bueno, really. Lo que tenemos aquí es una basura. What we got here is trash, is all I'm saying. Or garbage, according to Joe Biden, right? Jane said that long ago she moved on emotionally from Emhoff's alleged violent attack, and she doesn't want to be seen as a victim. Good for her. But she should, I don't know, man. I think she should come out. It was very hurtful. I know she did come out, guys. Don't trash me on that. I know she is coming out in a certain way. But she should just say her name, dude. You know, say her name. Say her name. Put it all on the light. I am proud of how I responded in real time to this unexpected assault, the attorney said. I have never really wanted to talk about Doug slapping me, to be honest with you, because I was with him for a few months, and it was just this moment, and it was enough to wake me up and leave. In retrospect, it was the best thing that could possibly have happened, because his mask dropped, and I realized I shouldn't waste another moment with him. Damn straight, sister. The two never spoke after the French trip, Jane said, save for two texts where she requested he paid her money he owed, and he requested a suit he left behind, which she promptly threw in the trash. That sucks. But you know what? You deserve it. If all that's true, you're a piece of crap, dude. But when she read Emhoff was dating then California Attorney General Kamala Harris in 2014, it all came flooding back. I just got this sinking feeling like, oh my God, she's engaged to this guy. My first thought was she clearly has not done due diligence on him. And I thought he's putting the hard sell on her like he did with me. I was wondering, does she know? Jane said she felt compelled to tell her best friend, a female top executive, her story about Emhoff in 2018 after they watched Harris grill Supreme Court Harris Justice Brett Kavanaugh about alleged sexual assault in his 2018 confirmation hearing, which was all bullshit, you know. Even though I'm not like a super Kavanaugh booster or whatever, you know, I'm not a fan, not necessarily, because he's sided up with the liberals that I don't agree with sometimes, but you know, he's not a rapist, and that's what they were making him out to be. And then it says that the friend recounted to the Daily Mail the same story Jane told. So they got two friends the night of, way back 2012, I think they said, and they also have a friend of 2018. See, this looks credible. They've got an itinerary, they've got emails, they've got, you know, the hotel stuff, all that. And again, she's a Democrat. Still a Democrat. I don't know why you would say, but whatever. You know, she'll get red pilled eventually, hopefully. Daily Mail also obtained a copy of Jane and Emhoff's flight itinerary to France, an email to a friend and fellow attendee at the 2012 Amphar Gala, mentioning Emhoff's attendance, and pictures of the former couple with metadata showing the date and location of this photo. Okay, so this is them with the ex-wife, right? They were married for 16 years. In 2009, when she discovered the affair, the source said their daughter Ella was 10 and son Cole was 15 at the time. Destroying marriages, guys. Destroying marriages. Now, this is interesting. It says a Federal Election Commission record shows Jane and her husband donated thousands of dollars to Joe Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. Daily Mail redacted the page to preserve Jane's anonymity. So, I guess the question that immediately comes is, why on earth are you giving money to the Biden campaign if Kamala Harris is the VP candidate and obviously she's attached to Doug Emhoff? That makes no sense. Footage obtained by Daily Mail from the red carpet at the event shows Emhoff walking in the background. The material helped confirm key aspects of Jane's story. All this is true. All that is very true. But then why did she donate that money? Like, that doesn't make sense. Jane dismissed any claims that her allegations against Emhoff were politically motivated, adding that she and her husband have been registered Democrats. I told you. Voted for Joe Biden in the Democratic presidential primary in 2020 election and donated over $10,000 to Biden's campaign. Daily Mail obtained the Federal Election Commission records evidencing the donations and voter registrations showing the couple's previous registration as Democrats. I've recounted the same story for years, and I've been telling the story before he became famous, she said. Jane added that after reading Daily Mail's story about Emhoff's affair with his daughter's nanny, she felt validated, but also angry at a lackluster response amongst some mainstream media. Me too. I've been telling this story to my friends, and I kept saying this is a big deal. Why doesn't anybody in the media care? And apparently nobody did, she said. Not a single reporter has directly asked Doug about these allegations. Why not, guys? You tell me, why not? When some news organizations re-reported your reporting, they even left out the claim that the teacher had become pregnant. I was livid. It's just so clear what's happening. I'm so disgusted. This is still Jane. Jane said she hopes coming forward now, albeit anonymously, will help set the record straight and prompt a thorough investigation of the POTUS hopeful's husband. And then here again from the Daily Mail. This is crazy. Eric Trump slams liberal media for failing to report Doug Emhoff slapped girlfriend in the nanny affair. And he's right, you guys. And I'm not going to make this video any longer. Look at this. This is like the longest video I've ever made. But there you have it, you guys. See for yourself. The election is in, less than a week. We got to make this happen, y'all. We can't let this be in the White House. I don't know about you, but I want my president to handle business. I don't care if he says mean tweets. I don't care that he's a bully. None of that matters, because at the end of the day, I'm voting. I already voted for Donald Trump. We got 4 votes in this house for Donald Trump. And we're in Florida, and so apparently we're not even a swing state anymore. But I already voted for him, dude, and I want a leader who is strong, who loves us, and he seems to love us. And even if he doesn't love us, even if he's so narcissistic like everybody believes, he's going to do a good job because he doesn't want to look bad. And he did a great job in his first term. So that's all, you guys. I'm going to leave the links down below. Please comment. Please let me know what's up. If you guys are still here, thank you so much for tolerating me. I know it hasn't been easy. I know I make dad jokes. But this is a big one, you guys. This is an election special. So, good night. As always, stay safe and stay based.